Ever wondered about the difference between debit and credit cards? While both facilitate transactions, debit cards use your money, preventing debt, while credit cards allow borrowing. Each has perks and pitfalls. Break down them, along with their characteristics and differences. Credit card? A credit card is more than just a piece of plastic. It's a financial tool that allows you to make purchases even if you don't have the money at that moment. It's like a small loan from the bank. To get a credit card, you need a good track record of repaying money and bank checks if you have a regular income to ensure you can pay them back. Getting a credit card. When you apply for a credit card, you're essentially asking the bank or credit card company to trust you with their money. They look at your credit history to see if you've been responsible for borrowing money in the past. Having a steady income is also crucial because they want to be sure you can repay the money you borrow. Similarities with other cards. Credit cards share some features with debit and prepaid cards. They can all be used to make purchases at various places, and they usually have important numbers and dates for online transactions. Differences. Unlike debit cards, which use the money you already have in your bank account, credit cards involve borrowing money. You get a credit limit, which is the maximum amount the bank allows you to borrow. If you don't pay the borrowed amount in full each month, you might have to pay extra money called interest. Pros and cons. Credit cards offer several advantages, such as providing a line of credit for purchases, helping you build a good credit history, and offering rewards like cashback or travel points. However, they come with potential downsides, including high interest rates, the risk of accumulating debt, and fees for late payments. Security. One notable advantage of credit cards is their security features. They are generally more secure due to built-in fraud protection. If someone tries to steal your money or there's a mistake in your bill, you can contact the bank and dispute the charges, adding an extra layer of safety. In essence, a credit card can be a valuable financial tool, but it requires responsible use to avoid potential pitfalls. Understanding the terms, managing spending wisely, and making timely payments are crucial aspects of using a credit card effectively. Debit card. A debit card is like a magic money key that connects to your bank account. It lets you buy things, but only with the money you already have in your bank. It's not like a credit card where you borrow money. Instead, you're spending what's in your piggy bank. Getting a debit card. To get a debit card, you need a special treasure chest called a bank account. When you open a bank account, they often give you a debit card. It's like the key to your treasure chest, and you use it to buy things or take out money. Similarities with other cards. Just like credit cards, debit cards can be used to buy stuff at different places. They also have some secret numbers and dates on them that you use when buying things online. Differences. The big difference is that when you use a debit card, you're using your own money, not borrowing from the bank. Your spending is limited to what's inside your treasure chest, bank account. So, no borrowed money and no worries about paying it back later. Good and not so good things. Good things. Pros. You can't get into debt because you're only spending what you have. No need to pay extra money, interest, like with credit cards. It's like having your piggy bank everywhere. Not so good things. Cons. If someone tries to take your money, the protection is not as strong as with credit cards. Also, using a debit card doesn't help you show off how good you are at repaying money because it doesn't build credit. Safety. Debit cards are kind of safe, but not superhero safe. If something fishy happens, you can tell the bank, but the protection might not be as super strong as with credit cards. In a survey, many people like debit cards because they're simple and help control spending. But some worry a bit about safety. It's like having a simple superhero card. Not too fancy, but does the job. Prepaid card. A prepaid card is like a special money card that you fill up with cash before you go shopping. It's like having a spending limit set by you beforehand. These cards are great for people who don't want to borrow money or don't have a fancy bank account. Getting a prepaid card. Getting a prepaid card is really easy. You don't need a fancy bank account or a perfect money history. You can just buy one at a store or online, almost like picking up a snack. It's your special card, and you're the boss deciding how much money to put on it, whether it's $20, $50, or more. Similarities with other cards. Prepaid cards are a lot like regular cards. You can use them to buy things in stores or online. They have secret numbers and dates, just like the other money cards. Differences. The big difference is that prepaid cards aren't linked to a bank. You can only spend the money you put on the card. It's like having a budget. Once you use up the money, the card takes a little break until you fill it up again. No borrowing and no worries about owing money. It's like having your own money superhero. Good and not so good things. Good things, pros. You can't get into debt because you're using your own money. Perfect for people without fancy bank accounts or who are still making friends with money. It helps you control spending, like having a mini piggy bank. Not so good things, cons. Sometimes there are small fees for having the card, and not all places accept them. They might not be the best choice if you're buying really big things. Safety. Prepaid cards are generally safe. Different cards have different superhero shields against bad stuff happening. Some even have protection if someone tries to sneak away with your money. In a survey, lots of people said they like prepaid cards because they're easy to use and help stick to a budget. But some said they don't like the fees that come with the card. It's like having a little superhero sidekick. Not perfect, but pretty helpful. When it comes to money cards, there's no one-size-fits-all. Let's break down the best uses for each. Credit card, great for those paying off monthly, aiming to build credit, and for larger expenses, travel, and emergencies. Debit card, ideal for everyday spending, ATM cash withdrawals, and managing personal funds without debt risks. Prepaid card, perfect for budgeting, online shopping, and individuals without access to credit or debit cards. Security insight. Credit cards offer robust protection, backed by laws like the Fair Credit Billing Act. Your actions matter too. Protect card info and report any issues promptly. Each card type has pros and cons, so the best fit depends on your finances, spending habits, and goals. Closing. Navigating the world of money cards can be confusing, but understanding the differences is crucial. Credit cards offer a financial safety net for larger expenses, while debit cards keep spending in check using your own money. Prepaid cards act like personal budgets, making them suitable for controlled spending. Each has its pros and cons. Credit cards with security advantages, debit cards for simplicity, and prepaid cards for budgeting. Knowing your financial goals and habits helps in choosing the right card for you. Stay informed, use wisely, and let your money work for you. If you find this video useful, like it, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to give it a thumbs up.